China has just stunned the entire world with what they're constructing. But here's the part nobody's discussing. While Western outlets keep you occupied, China's silently moving forward. Constructing a tomorrow that appears straight from science fiction movies. Artificial intelligence that reasons independently. Technology that's replacing people. Urban centers controlled completely by code. And yet, hardly a mention in the West. Because what's unfolding right now isn't merely about intelligent metropolises or aerial cabs. China's constructing something much more dominant, an automated military. And once you witness what it's capable of, you'll understand that tomorrow isn't approaching. It's already arrived, and China's commanding it. Let me begin with something that appears unbelievable. Recall when pizza orders meant waiting 30 to 45 minutes and crossing your fingers it would arrive warm? Well, China declared no more. They've established a complete system of aerial deliveries that can transport your meal in merely 15 minutes. And they're precise to the exact minute. The firm Meituan has already completed over 300,000 deliveries via drones. That's equivalent to serving every individual in a medium-sized town. The drones travel on fixed paths and release packages at designated boxes, so there's no standing around for a courier, but it becomes even more incredible in rural areas. JD.com operates drones that can transport 5 to 30 kilograms. They describe it as a flying pickup truck, and it's linking villages that never experienced rapid delivery previously. Do you find that remarkable? Well, here's something that will leave you speechless. This year by itself, 15 million fresh automobiles in China will feature robotic intelligence that can operate autonomously. That indicates 2 out of every 3 new vehicles can operate without a person controlling the wheel. But let me describe the GUA-01, the planet's first automobile with a genuine AI intellect. This isn't merely autonomous driving. This is a vehicle that can genuinely think and communicate with you. The GUA-01 features an AI companion named Simo that you can address just like a companion. You can stand outside your vehicle and state, "Simo, come collect me," and it will operate itself to you from up to 2 kilometers distance. Here's what's truly remarkable. The GUA-01 is equipped with dual NVIDIA Orange processors with 508 TOPS of AI computation capability, 11 HD cameras, 12 ultrasonic sensors, and 5 radar arrays. That's more detection equipment than a military aircraft. It can self-park, switch lanes, dodge obstacles, identify traffic signals, and even execute unprotected left maneuvers in congested city traffic. Have you considered BYD's Yangwang U8? It can execute a tank rotation, spinning 360 degrees in position like a top. The vehicle's 4 separate motors can make each tire rotate in reverse directions, allowing it to spin without advancing or reversing. It can also move sideways into parking areas by operating all 4 tires in the identical direction. The Yangwang U8 SUV can even operate into water that's nearly 5 feet deep, float like a vessel, and truly navigate through water at 3 kilometers per hour by rotating its tires. Picture this. There's a flood, and rather than being trapped, you simply operate your vehicle into the water and navigate your route to safety. It can remain floating for 30 complete minutes. This isn't a prototype vehicle. You can genuinely purchase this immediately. The IM Motors L6 can move horizontally into parking areas like it's performing. Using its 4-wheel guidance system and separate electric motors, it can decrease parking area requirements by 11% and features a turning radius of merely 4.99 meters. That's half the dimension of regular vehicles. Even more astonishing, the BYD Z9 GT can parallel park by genuinely power sliding into narrow areas. The vehicle uses its electric motors to rotate the rear tires in reverse directions, while the front tires supply the pivot point, allowing it to slip sideways into areas that appear impossible. And if you consider that's remarkable, wait until you witness what BYD constructed next. Their U9 Extreme Supercar can accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in merely 2.36 seconds. That's quicker than you can utter super velocity. It just demolished every velocity record on Earth, achieving 496.22 kilometers per hour, making it not merely the quickest Chinese automobile ever constructed, but the quickest production vehicle in the world. But here's the truly astounding part. The BYD Yangwang U9 can genuinely dance. This $236,000 supercar features something labeled the Duzak system that can make the vehicle leap up to 75 millimeters in the atmosphere, hop over barriers, and even coordinate movements to rhythm. You can genuinely observe a 1,287 horsepower supercar performing to a beat. The incredible part, this isn't merely a demonstration trick. The system responds in merely 40 milliseconds and can elevate each tire by 75 millimeters at velocities up to 500 millimeters per second. It's quicker than you can blink. That's more dominant than any production vehicle that has ever been constructed. It will be quicker than the Lamborghini, Ferrari, and even the $2 million Rimac Nava. But here's what's concerning for other automobile companies. BYD just became the first manufacturer globally to achieve 10 million new energy automobiles. And they're marketing these performing supercars for $236,000, while a Ferrari costs over $500,000. But here's the incredible part. 85% of Chinese individuals are completely comfortable allowing a robot operate them around, while only 39% of Americans feel the identical way. China is genuinely racing into tomorrow, while other nations are still hesitant to attempt. They're evaluating autonomous taxis in 19 separate cities with 16,000 test vehicles on 32,000 kilometers of designated roads. That's like operating around the complete Earth and still having roads remaining. Well, the AI automobiles are taking the planet to the next stage, but if we discuss their charging, they consume hours to charge, correct? Well, BYD just solved that challenge forever. Their new batteries can charge so rapidly that 5 minutes of charging provides you 400 kilometers of operating. That's like operating from one metropolis to another with merely a quick restroom break worth of charging. They label it the 1 megawatt charging infrastructure. That's 1,000 times more dominant than charging your device. In fact, it's now quicker to charge an electric vehicle than to refuel with gasoline. But China did not halt there. China also has constructed trains that don't even contact the surface. They float using magnets. These Maglev trains recently achieved 404 miles per hour in merely 7 seconds. That's quicker than most aircraft when they're lifting off. In evaluation, one train achieved over 620 miles per hour. That's genuinely quicker than commercial planes traveling in the atmosphere. With trains this rapid, you could journey from Beijing to Shanghai in merely 2.5 hours rather than 5.5 hours. Well, if you consider floating trains at 620 miles per hour are astounding, here's what will truly surprise you. China isn't merely constructing futuristic technology. They're constructing futuristic intellects. While we're instructing kids basic mathematics, China is transforming their children into AI specialists. Beginning this year, every kid in Beijing as young as 6 years old is mandated to take AI courses for at least 8 hours every school year. That's millions and millions of kids learning to utilize AI before they even learn multiplication. China has selected 184 schools to evaluate even more advanced AI programs. By the time these kids are adults, they'll be managing technology that doesn't even exist yet. We make online payments by scanning cards or using our devices, correct? Well, China has already taken it one step further. There, you can make payments without a card or even a device. Sounds unbelievable. They're accomplishing it with their palms. It might sound like magic, but it's genuine. Millions of individuals in China are already paying for things merely by showing their hand. Tencent's WeChat Palm Pay scans the lines and veins in your palm. It's more secure than fingerprints and quicker than pulling out your wallet. Over 1,500 stores are already utilizing it with an error rate of less than 1 in a million. Students utilize it at universities. Travelers utilize it on trains. And soon, individuals might not require cash, cards, or even devices to pay for anything. But here's where it becomes even more incredible. In China, individuals aren't merely going cashless. They're allowing robots accomplish their tasks for them. There's a robot in China that's about as tall as a 10-year-old kid, but it can execute perfect kung fu movements, dance like a professional, and even run quicker than most adults. Meet the Unitree G1 robot. It's not merely any robot. The G1 stands 1.32 meters tall, about 4 feet 4, and weighs 35 kilograms with its battery. It features 23 moving joints, providing it human-like motion. It can walk, run, leap, sit, stand, shake hands, and wave, all with remarkable balance and precision. It moves so naturally you'd believe there's a person inside. But here's the incredible part. It's not merely for display. The G1 can assist with daily tasks like transporting objects, opening bottles, or tidying up your room. And when you're bored, it can break into kung fu routines, perform dances, or any choreography you program. It's also intelligent enough to fold itself up for easy storage or transport, like packing a suitcase. And here's the real surprise. It costs merely $16,000. That might sound expensive, but compared to other humanoid robots that cost hundreds of thousands, it's almost a bargain. And wait, there's more. They also created robot dogs labeled the Go-2. These aren't adorable pet robots. These are serious working dogs that weigh only 15 kilograms, but can run at 2.5 meters per second. But here's what makes them truly remarkable. They can walk inverted, execute backflips, front flips, cartwheels, and even adaptive rollovers while climbing over barriers. These robot dogs comprehend voice commands thanks to GPT technology, can shake hands, stretch, dance, and even capture photos. The most impressive part? They feature 4D LAR that can observe 360 degrees around them with almost no blind areas, detecting things as close as 0.05 meters away. The Go-2 Pro can run up to 11 miles per hour and features an intelligent side-following infrastructure that allows it to jog alongside you while automatically avoiding barriers. Plus, they created a wheeled version labeled Go-2W that can roll across any terrain while transporting 6.6 pounds of stuff. The concerning part? At the 19th Asian Games in Hangzhou, robot dogs were already working on the field transporting discus and javelin, and the crowd went wild. They're already being utilized by police and military around the planet. But here's something that will truly blow your mind. Chinese doctors are now executing surgeries on patients who are 8,000 kilometers away. In Xinjiang, surgeons operated on patients using robotic systems while sitting in completely separate cities thousands of miles away. That was about remote locations. But what if the doctor itself is a robot? Meet Dr. Alfred, an AI robot surgeon so realistic you'd consider he's human. This hyper-realistic robot communicates fluently, comprehends multiple languages, and answers medical questions like a genuine doctor. China has also constructed the planet's first AI hospital with 14 robot doctors and 4 robot nurses. Well, if China has utilized AI in automobiles, construction, travel, shopping, food delivery, and medical, then how can it remain behind in something even more fundamental, the food we consume? China is also using intelligent technology in farming. The DJI Agris T100 is a dominant farm drone that can transport 100 kilograms of seeds or pesticides. It sprays crops automatically, operates at night, and uses intelligent sensors to dodge obstacles. The drone can distribute seeds very rapidly and assists farmers work more efficiently. China isn't merely constructing impressive technology. They're constructing all of it at the identical time. And they're accomplishing it quicker than anyone thought conceivable. And this isn't the conclusion. This is merely the beginning. Every single one of these technologies is going to become superior, quicker, and cheaper. But the question is, when will this technology distribute to other nations? And are you prepared for a planet where cameras recognize everything about everyone?